everyone! Welcome to Midday Plays. I'm your host, Mindy, and I'm with the best sister in the whole world, Tiffany Mantz.
I'll expect my plaque any day now.
Right? We finally get Tiffany back, so we're excited, since, everyone was like, oh, the show's a little bit long and boring if it's just me, right? Or a little bit short and boring. So, yeah, that's how we're going to have to go ahead and do it here today. So we're excited to have you. Thanks for joining us. Again, this is the live free sports pick show where we give you some picks, we give you some parlays, we give you some props. Because of course this is direction that Tony's Picks is headed. We're going to be leaders in the industry with actually documenting these types of plays. So we're pretty excited. I could see some there in the system already. So I know we're getting close. They promised about 24 hours and it looks like we are right on schedule. So I'm pretty pumped about all of this, but make sure you go ahead and visit the site tonyspicks.com. Where you can find, packages from all the handicappers today. I got a 3-pack of Major League Baseball up there for $25. And I know Tiffany has a pack of 3. Well, I know you played 4 games total, but put a 3-pack together for Major League Baseball. So make sure you guys go ahead and purchase those and use the promo code TonyT at checkout, of course. So each of us had winning days. Yesterday, 3 and 1 for me. Only 5 and 4 for Tiffany. So we expect better things out of you today.
And that's what I said. I missed you the last couple of days because I was like, oh, you've been kicking butt too. And so I'm like, it's fun to celebrate the wins on the show. I'm like, I need to miss on days that, on the off chance that we don't win. Those are the shows I need to miss so you could be sad by yourself.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, our picks overall for me yesterday, 2 and 2. So, if we can hang in there and do 500, I'm always excited about that because it is hard to go ahead and make these plays. But we will do our best, of course, to get you the best possible parlays out there. I want to say good morning to Darren. He is here watching us. Good morning, Darren. And so, Tiffany, what's new? You had a career fair and some interviews. It's got to be fun being in the corporate world still. I haven't done that for 20 years.
It pays my bills right now. But until we get this website up and rolling.
Right.
But you know what? It's good to stay busy. That's just all job security.
Yeah, so we've got only a couple more days here until we get to some football. So that's what we enjoyed the most, of course.
Yeah.
So I guess you have some plays in Major League Baseball here that you like today. So how about you give us the skinny on this one?
So again, I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of over baseball. Did I say that out loud? But I'm like, football season, I'm like, baseball's kind of winding down. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like, these days are boring to me when it's just baseball today. But,
I know what you mean. But we only have about 10 to 15 more days, I think, for NBA, NHL, and then everything really starts kicking back in. Because I think everyone kind of feels the same way about Major League Baseball.
Yep. So I just got a couple picks. I kind of looked through the slate today, and I picked 3 games I like. What I'm looking at doing, and I was actually looking at this because I promote MGM bets a lot, their app. I like it. They give me a lot of promos, and so I enjoy using their app.
It's your go-to.
Yeah, because maybe that's the deal. I use it the most, so I get the most promos, obviously. But some of the other ones, I check every day for promos or bonus bets, and I don't get those every day like I do at MGM. But so I've got an MLB odds booster, 50% on MGM. So I'm looking at these 3 games. I'm gonna do it. The Reds to win. They're at plus 105. The Blue Jays also to win. They're at minus 115 last time I checked. And then I'm looking at the Dodgers, and I think I'm going to take them at minus 2.5.
Because they're playing, I don't know who, the Rockies?
Yep, and they have one of the worst bullpens. So right. I think it's going to be a bit of a slugfest. Like I said, the Dodgers are on a roll. They won 4 of their last 5 games. So I think they're going to cover that 2.5 line there. And I also like the numbers because I'm weird. I like the But the odds, if I just play those straight up, is plus 666, and if I do
Uh-oh.
my odds boost, it's plus 999. I'm like, oh, that's a sign right there that it's gonna win.
For sure gonna win now, right?
I mean, like, duh.
With the angel numbers out there, minus the 666,
Exactly.
I guess.
No, I just thought it was kind of funny. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. But the Reds have been hot.
Yeah, came from behind yesterday.
Yep, Abbott's pitching today. He's 5-1 on the road. The Guardians have lost 3 of their last 4. I think that they got the momentum there. I think they're going to win that one. The Blue Jays, I always laugh because I don't know if you were, I think you started working already, but somewhere in the early 90s, I know me and Matt, our brother, watched Major League every day for a summer vacation, the movie, the baseball movie.
Right.
And that's what and every time somebody's playing the Yankees and the Dodgers were playing the Yankees, I always think of that movie. And that's when I was like, oh, Barrios, the biggest Yankee killer of them all. And so when I said that in my head, I was laughing and I was like, oh, I wonder where that came from, because I know, Bob Uecker said it in the movie, but it was a real person. And there was a guy, some people might know this baseball history. Like, I bet our Uncle Ralph knows it. The real Yankee killer, his name was Frank Larry. And between somewhere in like the early 60s, he went for 2 years and he was 13-1 against the Yankees. And so that's why he was the Yankee killer.
That is a Yankee killer right there.
So that's your fun fact for the day. But again, I think the Blue Jays with their pitching and stuff, I think they're going to do well. I think.
Yeah, and I can't believe Gosman lost to him yesterday. What the heck? Giving up 2 runs and 2 innings each. Whatever.
Yeah, but that's what I'm looking at for today.
Yeah, I do like a high-scoring game there in that Dodgers game as well. I mean, it is the highest line set today at around 12 and a half, whatever it may be. All right, cool. Well, Tiffany's been on fire, so I would perhaps take her advice here. I don't think you've lost yet on the show. I mean, I feel like I'm, been rounding out the pack here, so I need to make sure I get this done.
Yeah, but we've both been doing well. I mean, so I've been happy with our overall outcomes. So what do you got?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to do some strikeout props with some of my favorite or least favorite games, whatever you may want to say, right? Because I have some pitchers that are playing some subpar teams. And you'll notice that when I go ahead and break them down. We're going to start with, I don't know, my favorite team, the Royals, Tigers versus Royals. So here, what I'm going to do is a couple of 2-team parlays, and then I'm going to go ahead and have a 6-team overall same game parlay X. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. So we're going to
write these down so you can text.
Yeah, we're going to take Scooball here. We're going to take him plus 5 strikeouts. He's been averaging 11.1 Ks per 9 innings. 31.8% K rate versus this Royals team, 2.95 ERA overall. And it's kind of crazy that he's had over 7 Ks in his last 7 starts. So it's one of those that you can maybe mess around with the numbers a little bit. I'm kind of giving you a conservative same game parlay kind of thing. And so if you want to take these numbers and look at them and find something a little bit different, then you can definitely go ahead and do that. But he's been averaging 7 Ks in his last 7 starts, has a 35.4% K rate versus right-handers. And we know it's a right-handed heavy Royals team there too. I'm going to go ahead and take Scooball here, especially when the Royals team has the 9th worst they're the 9th worst strikeout team out there. And that's what we're going to do is take a look at good pitchers versus those teams that strike out a lot. And then, so basically what I'm going to do then is I'm also going to take the Tigers at plus 1.5 runs. So if you want to go ahead and take the Tigers today, just on the run line, you can do something like that. But again, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little bit of leeway, because a lot of times when you have teams like the Royals and the A's and all that kind of good stuff, the Angels, you find that they kind of tend to be a little bit scrappy out there, even though they're in the cellar. So that's when the first one we're going to take Tyreek over 5 strikeouts, and then the Tigers plus 1.5 runs. Next up is going to be the Rangers versus the Angels. So we're back to Dane Dunning here again. And we're going to take him over 4 strikeouts here in this one. He's been averaging 7.2 Ks per 9 innings. 18.9% K rate versus this Angels team. And actually, he's had 10 plus strikeouts, right, in 3 of his last 16 starts. So he is a guy that can put up big strikeout numbers here. So if you also take a look at this Angels team, they've been averaging 32.7% strikeout percentage over their last 10 games. And this is another thing, the Angels kind of got the Rangers yesterday. So I'm going to take the Rangers here at plus 1.5 runs as well. So we're taking Dunning over 4 Ks plus 1.5 runs for this Rangers team. Now that we know the Rangers got to stay on pace, the Mariners got the win over the Astros. Mariners now are only a half a game back. So it's going to be a lot of moving here over the next, 5 games here or so in that pennant race. And then lastly, we're going to take a look at the Twins versus the A's. We're going to take Pablo Lopez. We're going to go ahead and take him over 6 Ks. We're looking at a little bit of a revenge game. I don't know, Tiffany, do you kind of believe in player revenge, that they can kind of, bear down and get it done when they need to?
Yes, based on mostly my experience watching you play.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I got my Easton hat on. I feel like I'm in the way back, promoting Easton sports, because that used to be the thing, right? The black magic bat. And now, I guess there is a ghost and stuff out there, the Easton ghost.
But again, I wouldn't even know, is that still, for the little leaguers, is that still the go-to?
Oh, it is. It is actually, yes. Even though there's lots of bat technology here nowadays. But yeah, Pablo Lopez, he totally got hit hard last time. Gave up 5 runs versus this A's team. But here, as of late, though, Pablo Lopez, he is, sitting at 27.6% K rate. He's going up against, ironically, before I go on, the Twins actually have the most strikeouts in MLB, but you have the 7th worst team here with the Oakland A's for striking out. So I think Pablo here is going to seek revenge. I think he's going to get over 6 strikeouts in this one. And I'm also going to take then the Twins at plus 1.5 runs. Because this is one of those, again, that the A's are a scrappy team. They tend to be able to score some runs. So I want to make sure with this Twins team, if it's, you're sitting at a last at bat with the Oakland A's, that you have a little bit of leeway. So with that, you have the 3 2-team parlays. If I go ahead and put them all together in a 6-legger, you're sitting at plus 256 odds. Now, I don't know if I've just been winning, too much or what, but I got 0 today from the sports books giving me any props, at all. I got nothing.
I think there's football.
Yeah, they are loading it up for football. I can already see everything out there for those Thursday games. But for me, it's like a $20 play. Pays $71.25, but me, I just like to accumulate dollars, so I don't care. I don't have to win the $500 every day, even though I like to. It is hard to beat Vegas, you guys, so just kind of remember that out there. And Tiffany, tell me a little bit about your strategy. You haven't really told us much on how you like to place your bets.
Well, I actually was because we've been changing things up from what we've done in the past, and I've actually been learning on Caesars. I think that's kind of a cool app, because with yours and your 6 bets, when they line it up, you can do it'll the same game parlays. I like how it'll give you the same game parlays, and then at the top it'll be do you want one big daddy parlay? And I'm always yes, because I don't see why these aren't all gonna win. So I'll put a buck or 2 on that, and then play my two-piece parlays or whatever. So that's kind of fun. Otherwise, like I said, I like to use all my boosters and stuff, because I think that's important. And then I have a lot of those free bets, so that if you lose, you get your money back as another free bet. And so, like I said, if I lose, then I try to do something more conservative. I'll try to adjust some lines and stuff just to try to protect my initial investment. I go big on day one. If I don't hit it, then I go conservative and back that down.
And so what are your thoughts on the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift debacle?
They're going to have 3 babies.
It's so funny. I was why not go ahead and have your jersey increase in sales by 400% by having someone in the press box? Awesome, right?
Well, and I think it's weird for us because we're sports people. Like I
Yeah.
know way more about Travis Kelce than I do about Taylor Swift. And so then when I see all of his stuff growing, and I'm like, oh, I feel like it's opposite because I'm like, oh, now I kind of know Taylor Swift. Like I kind of like her now. You know what I mean? So we're doing
Right.
opposite and increasing her stuff. But
Right, exactly. All right, you guys. So today, go
yeah,
ahead.
I love. I hope it works.
Right. Well, you guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, make sure you check us out tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, where we'll give you some more parlays, game props, a whole bunch of fun stuff for you guys to go ahead and fun facts, yes, to increase your bankroll there. And make sure you get over to the Tony's Picks website. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout for any of the packages that you find. Again, we have tons of handicappers over there. We also have a list of every single game that is out there. We have the pick ticker, so you could go ahead and buy games individually there as well. Want to say hi to JJ. Good to see you guys again. We appreciate all of your support with our sports. It all rhymes. All right, you guys have a good day. We will see you later.
Watching.